A very good morning, my dear students. So, in this session, we are going to discuss chemical bonding. So, what is chemical bond? The interatomic attractive forces which hold the constituent atoms or ions together in a molecule are called chemical bonds. Oxygen combined with hydrogen to give water, and with the carbon, it gives carbon dioxide. The structure of water is V shaped, while that of the carbon dioxide is linear. Such questions can be answered using the principle of chemical bonding. The water molecule structure gives V shape, and the carbon dioxide structure is linear. Such questions can be answered using the principles of chemical bonding. Let us discuss. So, in this chapter, we are going to discuss Houssel-Lewis approach to chemical bonding and Lewis dot structure, then covalent bonds and formal charge. First, Houssel-Lewis approach to chemical bonding. Houssel and Lewis in 1916, they proposed that the noble gases are stable due to their completely filled outer cell electronic configuration, right? So we have known about the noble gases: helium, neon, argon, xenon, krypton, radon. They have completely filled outer cell electronic configuration. Elements other than noble gases try to attain the completely filled electronic configuration by losing or gaining or sharing one or more electrons from their outer cell. For example, sodium loses one electron to form neon configuration. So sodium turns to Na plus ion. It shows neon electronic configuration. And the chlorine accept one electron to give argon electronic configuration. Noble gas is argon, right? So we have known very well. The Cl turns to Cl minus, enabling both atoms to attain the nearest noble gas configuration. The resultant ions Na plus and Cl minus are held together by electrostatic attractive forces. So Na plus and Cl minus is bonded. That attractive forces is called chemical bond, right? So it is given by Houssel-Lewis approach to the chemical bonding. Next, Lewis dot structure. So what is Lewis dot structure? The electrons present in the outer cell of an atom is called Lewis dot structure. So in every element or every atom, we can write the electronic configuration. The outermost electron, the last orbit electron, how many electrons are present, how many electrons are occupied. Regarding that, we can say that is valence electron. These are called valence electron. That electrons present in the outer cell of the atom, that is called Lewis dot structure. By using the valence electron, we can make a structure, Lewis dot structure, right? For example, so nitrogen electronic configuration, nitrogen atomic number 7, so electronic configuration 1s to 2s to 2p3. It has 5 electrons in the outer cell, 2s to 2p3, 2 plus 3, 5 electron. the 5 electron, how to make it the dot wise, that is called Lewis dot structure. So 1 2 3 4 and 5. Likewise carbon atomic number 6, 1s to 2s to 2p2. So outermost 2s to 2p2, 4 electron. The 4 electrons are valence electron. By using the valence electron, we can make a Lewis dot structure. Likewise oxygen atomic number 8, 1s to 2s to 2p4. 2p4. So 2s to 2p4, totally outermost electron 6 electron. Oxygen valence electrons are 6. So denoted as Lewis dot structure. Then helium atomic number 2. So 2 electrons. Now octet rule. So define octet rule. The atoms transferred or share electrons so that all atoms involved in chemical bonding obtain 8 electron in their outer cell, the valence cell. That is called octet rule, right? So when the atom involved in bonding obtain 8 electron in their valence cell. So what is covalent bond? So simply we can say that mutual sharing of electron between the atoms, right? Mutual sharing of one or more pairs of electron between two combining atoms resulting in the formation of a chemical bond, that is called a covalent bond. Some atomic model structure we can get it. For example, hydrogen molecule. The hydrogen, both hydrogen are going to make a bond. So each one give one electron. Likewise oxygen, then nitrogen. These are the structure for mentioning the covalent bond. Next, representing a covalent bond Lewis structure, Lewis dot structure. So point number 1, draw a skeletal structure of the molecule. Draw the skeletal structure of the molecule. Hydrogen, oxygen, hydrogen. So no bond is mentioned here, right? So point number 2, calculate the total number of valence electron of all the atoms in the molecule. So valence electron, we can know that in water molecule, so total number of valence electron 2 into 1. So valence electron of hydrogen, so each hydrogen one electron means 2. So 2 into 1, 1 means valence electron, 2 means hydrogen number, right? Plus 1 into 6, 1 means oxygen, 6 means valence electron of oxygen. So totally 2 plus 6, 8, right? Calculate the total number of valence electron in water, 8 electron, right? Valence electron alone we have to calculate. Third point, draw a single bond between the atoms in the skeletal structure of the molecule. Now between hydrogen or oxygen, single bond we have to make it. Next, the fourth step, distribute the remaining valence electron as pairs, means lone pair, giving octet. Only do it for hydrogen and the atoms in the molecule. So how to make it? So remaining electron after bonding for oxygen, 1 2 lone pair, right? So 2 lone pair and 2 bond pair. So total number of electron 8 electrons around the oxygen, including bond pair, right? Next, the fifth one, verify whether all atoms satisfy the octet rule. for hydrogen duet, right? Next question, what is formal charge? What is formal charge? First, the skeletal structure. Suppose we use carbon dioxide structure. So first skeletal structure. So without bond, oxygen and carbon. Oxygen, carbon, oxygen. So total number of valence electron in carbon dioxide. Carbon 4 valence electron and 2 oxygen 6 valence electron, totally 16. So in the third step, draw single bonds between atoms. Two bonds can be drawn as shown in the figure for carbon dioxide, which accounts for 4 electrons, 2 bond pair. Around the carbon you check it. So 2 bond pair, totally 4 electron. Next, distribute the remaining 12 electrons. Remaining 12 electrons. So totally 16 electron. Total number of valence electrons 16. The 16 minus 4. 4 means around the carbon, the 2 bond pair 4 electron. So equal to 12 as a 6 lone pair starting from most electronegative atom. So the 12 electron is given by, is calculated by 2 oxygen. So 3 lone pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Totally 12 electron. So 6 lone pair are distributed to the 2 terminal oxygen to satisfy their octet. Suppose we consider oxygen alone means, so 6 electron, the bond pair 2 electron, 8. So here another oxygen, 6 electron, bond pair 2 electron, totally 8. Right? For octet, therefore, to satisfy the octet rule, 2 lone pairs from one oxygen or one pair from each oxygen can be moved to form multiple bonds, leading the formation of 2 possible structure for carbon dioxide is shown below. Here, 2 type of structure we can draw it. So around the carbon, the previous structure we see, around the oxygen 8 electron, lone pair with the bond pair, but carbon 4 electron only. But structure 1, how is it possible? Both side double bond will be there. Now, around the carbon 8 electron will be there. So structure 2, how is it possible? Here oxygen 1 lone pair, 3 bond pair. So 6 plus 2, 8. This oxygen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here also octet followed. And carbon 3 bond pair from the multiple bond and 1 single bond. So 8 electron. So 2 structures are possible. Right? So by which we can calculate the formal charge, how will be between the two structure, structure 1 and structure 2. Which one is preferred? We got to check it. For structure 1, the formal charge on the carbon we can calculate. So one formula we use, NV minus, then bracket we can write NL plus NB by 2. This formula we can use it for finding the formal charge of the carbon for structure 1. So NV means what? Number of valence electron of atom, carbon atom in its isolated state. So carbon valence electron we have known very well, 4. Right? The first structure you see, 2 double bonds. So valence electron 4. Right? Then NL, number of electron present as lone pair around the carbon. So nothing is there, no lone pair is there. Right? So 0. So NB means what? Number of electron present in the bonds around the atom. Bonds in the bond pair, how many electrons? So each bond 2 electron, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, 8 electron, right? 8 by 2. So carbon formal charge 0. Likewise, we can calculate oxygen atom. Oxygen, the both oxygen, terminal oxygen we can find it. Oxygen valence electron 6 and NL, any lone pair is possible. 4 lone pair is possible totally. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Then bonding. Bonding, how many electron? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 divided by 2. Number of electrons present in the bonds around the bond pair in the Lewis structure. 4 by 2. So here also the formal charge on oxygen 0. Right? Now structure 2. Structure 2. Formal charge. Structure 2 we mentioned here. Formal charge on carbon. The formula we are using. So valence electron 4, lone pair 0, number of bonding 8 electron. Here 3 bond and 1 bond. So each bond 2 electron, 8 electron by 2 equal to 0. So formal charge on carbon 0. Formal charge on singly bonded oxygen. Singly bonded oxygen is here. Valence electron 6, NL, lone pair. How many electron? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then bonding, only one bond. So 2 electron by 2 equal to minus 1. Formal charge on triply bonded oxygen here. The structure 2. Number of valence electron 6 minus the bracket NL, lone pair 2 electron in the lone pair, plus then NB in bonding 3 bond, so 6 electron, each bond 2 electron, so 6 electron, 6 by 2 equal to plus 1. So among these two structure, which one is preferred? In case of carbon dioxide structure, the structure 1 is preferred over the structure 2, as it has 0 formal charge for all atoms, right? So next, Lewis structures for exceptions to octet rule. So some structures are exceptional one. Here the molecules with the electron deficient central atom. For example, boron trifluoride. Boron has electron deficient nature, so molecules with the electron deficient central atom does not satisfy the octet rule, right? The molecules containing odd electrons, molecules containing odd electron means does not satisfy, and molecules with the expanded valence electron. So what are the examples for the 3 points? We will see that. So first one, molecules with electron deficient central atom. So a good example, boron trifluoride. The central atom boron has 3 valence electron. So in the bond pair we can find it. So boron 3 valence electron. So boron electronic configuration 1s to 2s to 2p1. 2s to 2p1 outermost, totally 2 plus 1 3. So 3 electron only. So 3 electron involved in the bonding, right? And each fluorine has a 7 valence electron. Fluorine atomic number 9, 1s to 2s to 2p5. 2s to 2p5 means 2s to 2p5, totally 7 electron. So 6 electron each fluorine act as a lone pair, and the last electron is bonding with the boron, right? In the structure, only 6 electron around the boron in the bond pairing. So 3 bond only, so around the boron 6 electron. So moving a lone pair from one of the fluorine to form additional bond as shown below, where it is here. So we can, for getting the octet, satisfaction, we can make the structure like this. However, this structure is unfavorable as the most electronegative atom, fluorine, shows a positive formal charge. Hence, the structure with the incomplete octet is a favorable one. So, some molecules such as boron trichloride and boron dichloride also have incomplete octet rule. So, second one, molecules containing odd electron also does not satisfy the octet rule. For example, in nitrogen dioxide, we can make a structure like this, and nitric oxide, NO, nitric oxide. All the atoms does not have octet configuration. Once you check around the atom nitrogen, so 8 electron will not come, right? Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 only is coming. So it does not satisfy the octet rule. The last point, molecules with expanded valence electron. For example, in molecule such as boron pentachloride and sulfur hexafluoride, the central atom has more than 8 valence electron around them, right? For example, phosphorus, how many bonds in around the phosphorus we see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Each bond 2 electron, so 10 electron, more than 8, right? Likewise, sulfur, around the sulfur, how many bonds? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 12 electrons, so more than 8. So does not obey the octet rule, these two structures. So molecules comes under molecules with the expanded valence. Okay, thank you.